We're at a stop. They have food and stuff. It's called Services by the highway. And there's like legit gambling here. You can just like play one of these machines. Isn't that so funny? Yeah, we just went to McDonald's to have something to eat because like we couldn't help it. It was so good. And I got us some coffees because it has been a day. I will tell you about it when we actually get to our Airbnb, which will probably be in another 2 hours. Ugh. Hello. So, I'm taking a video. We are walking to the pub now. It's Tuesday. We spent all day looking at apartments. And we found an apartment, which is the most exciting thing. We found it, we really liked it. It was nice, it was bright, it was in Leeds, which is what we wanted. We're right now staying in an Airbnb in Birkinshaw, which is just, is that how you say that? I think so. Right outside of Leeds. And what a debacle with the car rental. It was terrible. Basically, if you're an American, never rent a car, only because it's so hard to drive on the road. It's like the other side of the road, and it was a manual, which Alex knows how to drive, but it was just so confusing. So now we're walking through like some hella deep hedges, and no place will deliver to us because we don't have a UK number. We thought we were gonna get curry, but they wouldn't deliver to us. That's rude. But anyways, we're gonna go to the pub. Hopefully they have some decent food. We already went to a pub for lunch, but whatever. As is life. And hopefully we can get curry tomorrow. I don't know. There is a place really close to us, but they're closed on Tuesdays, so couldn't do that today. Still going straight?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, it is like almost 8, or is it 8?
It's 8:25.
It's 8:25. It's a little late for dinner. That's all right. I haven't even been like, I got a little bit tired at like 4, but I've been fine since then, 4 p.m. So hopefully today will be all right, and hopefully the jet lag doesn't catch up to us tomorrow, but maybe it will. It's really pretty here.
Yeah.
Hi, so it is Wednesday. It is our 3rd day in Leeds, the Leeds metro area. We're staying in an Airbnb in Birkinshaw, which is just outside of Leeds. We have a whole apartment to ourselves, or like flat, what would they call this? Terraced, semi-detached terrace house, I think is what they'd call it. Anyways, I think we'd call it a townhouse in the US. But I don't know why that's important. So I just wanted to update you guys because I think this vlog has been like pretty choppy so far because we just haven't filmed very much because obviously it's been kind of intense. So let me just like review what has been happening so far. So Monday we arrived. We got in at like 11:50 UK time into London Heathrow. And so then we got off the plane, which the plane was so hot. It was like 85 degrees. We got on the plane in Denver around 8:20, I think. It was a little bit delayed, but everybody I've talked to has said British Airways flights are always delayed. Like no matter where you're going, it's always delayed. So that's fine. That wasn't a big deal. It was supposed to leave at 7:40, but so we got on, and I kid you not, it was probably 85 degrees in that plane. And it was that hot for the first 4 hours. It was so freaking hot, okay? But, slept a little. I slept for like an hour, woke up for like 30 minutes, slept an hour, woke up. It was all right. I watched Spotlight, which was really good. You should watch it. But, we got off the plane, like I said, around noon. We went through border control, which was interesting. So I think I might make a whole different video about that because I don't want this video to be too long. But it was weird. And then, so we got through, obviously, here we are. And then we got on a bus with 5 bags, our 5 bags of luggage, got on a bus, the Hertz bus, to go to Hertz, got our car, got in the car, like, terrible, okay? Alex was like, not a big deal. He knows how to drive a stick. He was like, it's fine. But between driving a stick and being on the other side of the road, and the stick is like, it's not reversed. It's the same way that it would be, like the way that you shift with first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth sort of thing. It's the same way that it would be in an American car, but now you're sitting in the passenger side. So it's like your body wants first to be the closest gear to you, but it's not. It's the furthest away from you. So it's kind of like, that's weird. And then driving on the other side of the road, traffic circles for days. Like, I don't there's not very many traffic lights. It's all traffic circles, which I guess we should have known that. Like, I feel like I knew that, but we just weren't prepared for that being so difficult. And then so we like hit a curb at one point, and it wasn't a big deal. It's not like we crashed into anything. It was just like we went up on the curb and then we like were like, oh nope. And it was just intense. And I think we were both just tired. Alex started to get nervous because he was like, this is harder than I intended and I have to drive 3 hours. And then we finally got into the highway after all these traffic circles, and we were on the highway for maybe 10 minutes and our tire popped. Oh my, and then we pulled over to the side of the road slowly, got onto this area that, like, in, at least where we are, pretty sure in the UK, they have hard shoulders, so it looks like the regular road. It's paved, but it's a shoulder, like it's for pulling over, but instead of being on, like, the inner side, like, on by the medians on the outer side, and I don't know why, we were just confused. But anyway, so we pulled over, called Hertz 24-hour roadside assistance, had a little cry. We're freaking out a little bit because we were like, what the fuck are we gonna do? I wasn't driving. I was like, I told you I wasn't gonna drive, so I'm not driving. And Alex was freaked out, and so we got out of the car. We were like, we're gonna get a taxi. We can't do this. We'll just get a taxi. The taxi would have been like crazy amounts of money, so we had to wait for probably 30 to 45 minutes for the tow truck. Then we couldn't understand the guy who was trying to tow our car because he had a very thick accent, and we were freaking tired. We couldn't understand anybody on Monday. It was like I don't know what was wrong. I think we were just really tired. And so eventually, we spoke with him, and we told him to just tow us to the nearest Hertz. And so we went to the Hertz, which was in a hotel. It was literally downstairs in like the basement of the hotel in a little door, and there was like one desk with a person. It was so weird. And then they gave us a new car, and then we got in the car and we decided, fine, we'll just drive because a taxi would not have been economical in any way, shape, or form. So we got in the car, had an anxious hour or two, and then we kind of stopped, ate some food, got back on the road, and then we arrived at our Airbnb probably around 8 p.m. We left Hertz at about 2 p.m. So it's a 3-hour drive, and it took 6 hours between the pop tire. And then when we got back on the road, we were going slow. We were staying in the left lane because the left lane is the slow lane. And it was a lot. So then yesterday we spent from 10 a.m. until 4:30, we looked at apartments. So we saw 6 different places all over, 2 in Leeds, which is what we wanted. We wanted to be in Leeds. And then 4 just outside of, I don't want to say just outside of Leeds because it wasn't really just outside of Leeds. It was like in country towns far away. So the country towns, the commute would have been like an hour and 40 minutes. But in Leeds, the properties were like an hour. So that was a lot better for us. And I know that probably sounds like a lot, but it's just the place that we ended up choosing, which was the first place we saw. It's just one bus to the station and then one train to his work. So it's really not a big deal. It's not like he's trading buses all the time. And public transportation's a lot more normal here. It's not like a thing to be worried about or anything. So, and the town that his work is in is really, really small, and I would lose my mind if I had to live in that town and exist, considering I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I'm going to work or not. So, very excited. We got a really great apartment. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, which is what we wanted. It's in Leeds, easy access to the city center. I just need to take one bus 10-15 minutes into the city center. There's a Sainsbury's, which is a local grocery shop right by our house, and they deliver. And it'll be perfect. I'm just so excited about it. Our landlord is awesome. It's fully furnished. I'll show you more when we move in, which is next Thursday, the 14th. So now we're at the Airbnb, set up everything for the cats, did some washing earlier this morning, don't have a drying rack for our clothes, and the dryers like don't dry things very well at all. So now our clothes are hanging up on like every surface in this apartment. And it is 1:45ish, and we haven't had lunch yet. Alex is napping, so hoping he'll wake up soon, or he will wake up soon because he wants me to wake him up, and then we can go get lunch. Anyways, that is where we're at, and we will update you when we have more information on what's going on.